I hope you guys are good. Hope you're having a good day. However, it is with a heavy heart that I make this video. So to continue on, this person had reached out to me. If you've not seen last night's video, check that out. It's really short. It just kind of gives you an opening as to what's going on. So I will now go over everything else that I was told by this person. This person said that they have followed Kiely's case from the very beginning, and that she is not the only one. There are many more victims of this community, and some are gone, but some are still alive. They said that the police in that area are so corrupt, which we already knew. They said that Kiely was used, and I use used in quotations, used over the years by members of this community, and she is not the only one. This person said that Kiely had a plan to expose a lot of bad people, and only 3 people knew of her plan. And then one of them turned on her and reported her to a higher-up member of the community, and that is why Kiely was silenced. I asked if they believed the autopsy was actually done on Kiely, and they said there's no way to know for sure, but that they do have access to cadavers if needed. But they do believe that it was Kiely in the back of the car. This person said that cops, judges, lawyers, corporation CEOs, business owners, congressmen, senators, and so forth were all part of this community, along with even some of the big pharma CEOs. I asked if they knew if the party actually took place, and they said it wasn't a party. It was more like a ceremony type deal with kids and adults where Kiely was taught a lesson, and she was essayed, and she was beaten. And then she was reported missing, but it wasn't for the money, like a lot of people think. It was all about protecting the community from any connection. They said they believe that it was Kiely in the back of the car, but she was beaten, and then she was found with a ripped shirt and pants on, but it was not buttoned. Her pants were not buttoned or zipped. This person said that their late grandmother's friend, who was dying of stage 4 lung cancer, told them all of this about 5 months ago on her deathbed. She lived in that area for 75 years and knew things that she didn't want to take with her. After this person that was talking to me learned of all of this, they moved out of the state and no longer live there. They wanted to be safely out of there before they ever said a word. This person said that they were told more by the grandmother's friend, but that they were only interested in sharing information that pertained to Kiely and her case. They said, did you ever hear about that other blonde-haired girl that went missing around the same time as Kiely? And I said, yes, but we could never find any information on her. And she said that has happened numerous times over and over and over again. They said that this community has many more victims, and some are still out there. Now, my heart just breaks for her, for Kiely, and for everything that she went through. Now, listen, it's not my job to convince you of anything. You can think what you want of this information. You can believe it, not believe it. It doesn't matter to me. My job is to get the information and to put it out to try to help with the truth of what happened to Kiely. So, I'm just bringing it out there. You do look into it, do what you want to do with the information. That's completely up to you. It's not my job to convince you. It's not what I'm here for. It does make a lot of sense, and we've gone back and forth on whether or not, I've always believed that this was some type of community, and it was some type of community that was very hush-hush and didn't want, people to know what they do. It breaks my heart to know that there were kids, and when I say kids, I mean 17, 18-year-old kids. It breaks my heart that there were kids and adults there, and this whole thing, it was all set up. There was not a party. It was we have to teach her a lesson, because one of her friends turned on her and reported that she was about to blow the whistle off the whole entire operation, or at least as much information as she had in it, and that she was SA'd and beaten into keeping her mouth shut. But they said that they do believe that was her in the back of the car, and they were told that she was found with no shirt, and her pants were on, but they were unbuttoned and unzipped. And I think that, that's why AWP has said, well, there's a lot of heavy things that are going to come from this. And I think that's why they got scared off. It's because they found out the people that were involved. And, they just saw what happened to her. So, I didn't believe that it was her in the back of the car. I really didn't. And I didn't believe it was her that they did the autopsy on, because it didn't make any sense. But, I don't know. I guess there's no way to know for 100% sure. So I have been talking to the person that reached out to me about the deathbed confession, And I had some questions about a few things. So I've been talking to this person, and I want to give you the information that was given to me. So this is the deathbed confession, part 2. Okay? I wrote everything down, so I'm going to now deliver the information to you guys. Truckee Tahoe area have very, very dark roots. They breed evil there. That woman who, now this is the person speaking to me. That woman who spoke out about the kids was telling the truth when she said that it's literally bred in their DNA. From birth, these kids are bred into the dark power. And Sam was just fulfilling her duties with what she did to Kiely. She earned her stripes that day. I told you before that I believe it was Kiely in the back of the car. But Kiely was not put into the car until the 17th of August. When the car was taken out from storage, Kiely was placed in the car and it was dragged into the lake where it was found by that group. Kiely didn't die the night of the essay and the beating. She was still alive. They thought she had died, but she woke up during transport, which is what the erratic 911 call was all about. They were taking her there to show proof of what they had done, only she was not dead. Kiely did, however, die a few days later when she succumbed to her injuries that were all left untreated, where she was being held in a basement. I mean, my God. The community members use drugs and alcohol and freedom to gain control of these kids, and I know how crazy that sounds. They have been doing it for over 60 plus years. Kiely's is just the first case to get national attention. They put out the abduction theory first thing to take attention off of the community and its members, but it backfired, so they quickly switched to accident. I believe that's why stuff came out about that group, to scare them into their silence. This community will never let someone bring them down. They will never let the truth of all they have done come to light. Kiely was a threat to them, as she was going to be the one to bring the whole house down. They could not let them have it. Kiely really did have a list of names, dates, and things that were done. My grandmother's friend, who revealed these things to me, was the wife of a prominent member of the community, who died last year right before Christmas of a heart attack. She was dying. She couldn't die with these things on her conscience. These people make anyone who works for them sign NDAs. They obviously have a lot to hide. The police put out those inquiries about the necklace and the hoodie to keep people distracted. The police in that area cannot be trusted. They all have blood on their hands. They have been covering up murders for this community. They have been covering up murders done by this community. These teens involved are products of what the community has created. So if you want proof of anything, start digging into the adults involved. But be vigilant, because you'll be next if you get too close. No one is out of reach for them. They are everywhere. However, if you really are seeking truth, you will find it. Just make sure that you are protected. I mean, this is so crazy. It breaks my heart, you know? Everything that she went through, and all she wanted to do was just expose the darkness and bring light. And she thought that she could trust her friend that she told this information to. But instead, one of the friends went and ran their mouth and reported her to another member of the community. And they did what they do. They silenced her. They couldn't let that information get out. They couldn't let her expose the entire community. They couldn't let her bring it all down. So if you think about all of the information from the last video about how she was used by members of this community for years, and she's not the only one, that means there's other girls that they are doing this to right now. But Kiely was going to break the cycle. She was going to let the truth come out. But you know what she did do? She did expose a lot of things, because if it was not for her, we wouldn't know any of this. Now we know all of this. We know of their bad deeds and the things that they do. So she did expose a lot. But unfortunately, she lost her life doing so. And it breaks my heart. And I know a lot of people are like, well, where's the proof? Where's the proof? Where's the proof of what this person is telling you is true? They said if you want the proof, you can find it. But you're not looking in the right places. You're not looking into the right people. Just be careful. And again, it's not my job to convince you to believe this. I could care less if you believe it or not. But this person that I talked to sounded very, very genuine. For what it's worth. They had to get off the phone with me. They said they had something to do. But if I had any further questions, I could contact them again. I needed time to process it all. You know, just really think about all of it from the beginning, and it makes a lot of sense to me. So, I believe what this person is saying, but, use your own discernment. You guys figure that out for yourselves. I definitely want to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. I'm just doing what I can do. I love you guys. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay safe. Keep asking those hard questions. Keep spreading that light.